Yo, Mr. Guy Free, how are we? To the Funkin homies all across the country joining in.
Good, man.
Appreciate y'all being here.
I'm just every time I look at that picture, you looking at me eating eggs like that with ketchup on it. So
Dude, you're so lucky I've been so busy too because I haven't
I
been
was
able
like,
to
"What
do
is that?"
any digital terrorist stuff.
Digital terrorism. Yeah, it's your favorite. It's all right.
If I had more time, dude, it's what I would probably. It's probably one of my favorite pastimes.
Probably,
Showing up at somebody's house with a custom T-shirt on, or a party, or just slapping a random sticker on somebody's car, or
I'm just gonna get a picture of that picture McCracken got and start making T-shirts of it.
Can't do that, dude. I got one of him now. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah. I got a real good one of him, looking like a big silver massage toy.
What?
That's how we're starting this week.
Well,
thank goodness we only got a couple cats in here right now. What's going on, Kyle? What's up, David?
That was a disturbing picture.
Rick, oh, dude, it's so disturbing. So disturbing.
I mean, and people can't really visualize it without seeing it. It's kind of pointless talking about it, but it's pretty damn disturbing. When I saw it, I was laughing and upset at the same time.
It's so disgustingly bad. It's unbelievable.
Seeing you with curly hair is what really did it for me.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, right, one of the homies at BioBiomes decided to go out and get a Christmas gift this year. I believe that's what it was for. And it's basically me and my homie, this dude that got this gift, as stepbrothers, like the movie poster picture, And of course, like, I'm curly haired up, full wig, like smiling and cheesing like I do. It's just it's pretty bad. So maybe one day I'll show it to you guys, but you know how the internet be, man. You put that show on the internet, next thing you know, it's gonna be all over the place, and I'm gonna have to live with this picture for the rest of my life. So I might not actually do that. What's going on, everybody? What's up, X? Mr. Conway. Hey, Details Boys in the game. What's going on, boys? Just got done watching the video you guys did with H2O and the homie Hector.
What it do?
So what's going on, Godfrey? Tell me about your week, man. Tell me some things that went down. People want to know. What's the Godfrey up to?
Week was crazy.
Late night endeavors. You going to bed early, taking care of your health, making that wealth. What's up?
The Beard Bros. I'm taking care of my health a little bit better now these days. Trying to weather's warmer out, go out for some nice walks.
Your head seems smaller on video this week.
Does it? It might be.
I mean, if people in the
chat, could be the color black. Could be the color black.
Nah, your head's.
Are you saying my face looks less fat? Is that a fat joke?
You're usually up in the screen you're usually up in the screen like this, even closer. It seems like this week you might have positioned yourself back a little. There he is. That's the guy we all know.
I moved it back. I think I had like a seat thing back here that was kind of like pushing me forward, like a lower back like cushion or something like that.
A lumbar joint.
Yeah, so that could have been
go over, man. I got all types of adjustments on this old man chair here.
Yeah, I bought actually a new upgraded webcam. It's actually the resolution is probably the same, but I can put it on the monitor. I'm playing around with that. Problem is when you get one up here, then you're looking down here at the computer, and it looks like you're not looking at the audience because the camera's up here. It's a whole other. So then I have to move my monitor up here. It's a pain in the ass. So
I feel you, dude. I got this one that sits on top of the computer because the Apple ones absolutely are garbage that come on the computers or whatever, but like it's high, so like I moved it all over, and every place I move it, I feel like where it's at right now is like I almost feel like I'm looking at people, even though I'm not, but I'm looking at you the whole time because you're such a stud. But
not everybody's so blessed. So yeah, I mean the weekend was great. Got a lot of stuff done around the house personally, which was good. Knocked some stuff off the to-do list. Taxes are in order. That's good. My CPA is doing his thing for me.
Everybody needs a good CPA. All those cats out there in the chat, man. If you don't have your books right, CPA. 3 letters you can't escape. IRS, they will come get you.
CPA is would have been proud Godfrey Sound. I had to have dinner at 7-Eleven the other night traveling. I had to go in. What would Godfrey get mode? Yep. Listen. What did you get? Did you go with the reheated burrito? Did you go with the nachos? Did you go with the glizzy with the chili and cheese?
Oh man, Here
What
we
did he
go.
get?
We ain't
Yeah.
even 5 minutes into the podcast. We're already on food and 7-Eleven. I wish I could even use both those words in the same sentence and feel like I'm not being offensive to people, but
I don't even like my 7-Eleven is kind of like a poverty 7-Eleven. I wish it was like one of those nice ones in Florida. Like it's like,
yeah,
see here
Florida's not doing
7-Eleven's
us.
like Wawa's here, so we give up and they don't even care. They're just like, we're here. If you want
Yeah,
to
like
get
if you want the corner store joint, we're the people for you. If not, you can go 2 corners down and go to a Wawa that has literally
Yep,
everything you need.
they don't even care. But yeah, it's weekend was good, man. Got to play some disc golf, which was awesome. It was nice weather out, so that was cool. And can't complain, and did a run to Long Island real quick. That was wild. I'll never drive to Long Island again. I'll take a train because it was 2.5 hours, and I went during non-peak time, but it's kind of, I don't know, demoralizing when you're driving and your arrival time keeps going up as you're going there, and you're like, why does it keep getting longer? Like this is a
The
whole,
traffic's just building and building, bro.
and you're just gonna hit, and then you get to that point where you're like, wow, I just moved a mile in 35 minutes. This is amazing right now. And I wasn't even in proper New York City, but it was an experience going up there, helped a friend out. So yeah, eventful weekend. How about you?
A couple things. Got some stuff done around the house. I had these voles, which are like a version of a mole that
Oh
like
yeah,
actually dig holes all over, right? So like
they're
you've
they're
been
pretty big too.
listen, man, I don't ever see these joints, but they tore the whole right-hand side of my front yard up. And you know me, dude, I'm like Mr. Green, you know what I mean, when it comes to like my lawn and stuff. So like I had these like channels going all over through my yard and this and that. So I dug it all up and threw some seed down and shit. I had to call my lawn guy, like, yo, don't be spraying my stuff. I need grass to grow. Like, so I did all that. And then Saturday, I decided to jump my ass in my ice bath for the first time. And probably, it's got to be a solid month, man. Let me tell you something. I'm having an issue with it right now. So the thermostat's messed up. So I was on the phone with tech support. Great company, by the way, Morosco, whatever. But long story short, the temp thermometer went bad. So I had like the ozone. I know ozone, it's an ozone thing. It's how they clean the water or whatever for the spas. But I had that thing running during the wintertime because you got to run it in order to um, keep the water clean and have it not freeze over. So long story short, I opened this thing up, man, and like half the thing was frozen. And I'm like, oh man, here we go. So I unplugged it on like Thursday and I'm like, all right, it should thaw out. 2 days later, the ice released itself. Dude, it was like this thick, like across almost the whole thing, just minus like this little hole or whatever. So Saturday, I like flipped the lid up. I'm like, well, whatever. Ain't no better time than the present. And stripped down right there, jumped in, and man, that thing lit me up, bro. The temperature was like 32. I mean, that shit was freezing cold, dude. 2 minutes, I was done, dude. Got out, feet felt like that frostbite, you know. And then
Mini
you know,
tacos.
outside of that, man, life's been good. I can't complain. Springtime's hitting, Bio bomb seems to be picking up a little bit, which I always like. Godfrey, we may have a big announcement today on Instagram. What's up? Did you hear
Yeah,
it?
Sugar Plum Daddy's coming back.
I mean, listen, man, it was a restock. If it wasn't April Fool's, which I'm sure most of you guys figured out, and I'm sorry for doing that to y'all, but we do have an announcement that we're going to be making within the next, I'd say probably a couple days, maybe before the end of the week. So, every once in a while, you got to change the game up a little bit. I know that Sugar Plum Daddy is definitely wanted back by the people. We are listening. We had some plans in place already for the season, so we didn't want to kind of double on to things or whatever. But there'll be an announcement in the coming days for what we got going on. Outside of that, man, I'm saying we bring this guest in here, man. What's up with the boy Corey?
We'll bring him in, but I want to acknowledge Mini Red Bulls Taco and Pizza by our buddies out there in Cali. I don't know where they were, but I would have said no to the pizza, yes to the mini tacos. I would definitely wouldn't have did the Red Bull. I'm not a Red Bull guy, believe it or not. I just, personally never have been. I wouldn't went with the Ghost energy drink. I'm going with that. But Welch's grape is the best flavor ever right now. And there's no dye in there, Christian, just for your information. It's clear. So
Okay.
mini tacos, yeah, you need a little sour cream with that. But you guys must have been in like the middle of nowhere to be having that problem, because you ain't getting mini tacos at 7-Eleven in LA or Cali. I don't know, where were you guys at? Damn.
Dude, they were all over the place, bro. They keep something. By the way, while we're on the topic, them boys, they're serious. They're trying to come to Philadelphia. So to me, I think it's only right when they do come out, which obviously we got to make happen. I mean, at this point, but I just say we just do a food tour, man. I just said we vlog the whole thing. You know what I mean? And we just do a food tour. We just take them dudes out and we just go and we eat for 2 days straight.
They're gonna be like, is this what good bread tastes like? Is this what good bread tastes like? That's what they'll be saying.
They're gonna lose their mind.
Like, oh, is this bread? Is this? I've never had bread my whole life. That's
they're gonna lose their mind. They'll have a blast, man. It'll be great. Anybody who wants to come out to Philadelphia and visit us, man, come check us out. Godfrey, me, put you up in the crib. Have a good time. As long as you're like not weird or whatever, and like catch up on your eggs, then you can stay with Godfrey. But real fast before we even forget, too, guys. Definitely check out the House of Rags. Obviously, they're Thor Media's sponsoring the podcast and all that. We have Yum Cars just came into the market. I believe Eddie and them guys dropped them yesterday. Big announcement there. Go on, hop on Funk 10, save 10%. Outside of that, man, we got you.
There you go.
All right, cool, man. Well, look, without any further ado, why don't we bring in the man, Corey?
Bring him in.
Hey.
Hey,
what's up?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling.
Got a man, Corey, here from King's Detailing, representing Ohio. You're near Akron, right?
Yes, I am.
Akron. Great city of Akron. I've never been there, so that's a total lie that I'm saying that, but
I mean, listen, he's not that far away. It's not we can't go out there.
Yeah,
I'm in like a suburb of it, so
nice. Ohio's far. That's like a 10-hour drive. Like that's far.
It's not far. I mean, it's doable.
How long does it take you to get to Pittsburgh?
Me?
Yeah.
2 hours.
All right. Pittsburgh's like a solid 7.
I would say it's probably a 10-hour drive.
Oh man.
That's not that bad.
I'm flying.
I just did 17-hour drive to Florida. What was it? 2 weeks ago?
You were hating life though. I remember that on the way back. You're like, this is gonna suck on the way back.
Dude, the way down, we didn't stop but for fuel and drinks. I didn't even
You were hyped up.
We had snacks in the car, and we just went. The way back, I was fried, tired, so we got a hotel on the way back.
Yeah. What did you go down there for? Wasn't it a race you went down there for?
Yeah, there's a race that I follow, or a series that I follow. It's called IMSA, and the place I used to work for, they have a race car or a race team. So I've been to a few different ones. but Sebring that's a pretty big one. That's like the oldest track or the oldest endurance race in
that's in like Forza and Grand Theft Auto and all that, ain't it? Sebring.
It should be.
I think they got it in there, dude. I think I done raced that thing plenty of times.
It's real bumpy. It's on an airstrip, an old military airstrip, and it's old. It's an old track. It's super bumpy, but it's got heritage.
So what's EMSA? Is that all Beamer stuff?
Oh, they got 4 different classes that run. So they have GT, LM, GTP, GTD, and GTD Pro. So they got
explain that for the normal folk.
They got 2 Formula One looking cars, but they're not Formula One looking cars. They're prototype cars. So you sit in the center of the car, but it's a full body. They look real crazy. So GTP is going to be like fastest ones out there. And then you have GTLM, which is slightly slower, and they're all the same engine, same car.
Okay.
And then
same
you have
tunes and shit, or no? You can custom tune your car, but everybody's got the same engine. Everybody got the same.
There's restrictions on that class. There's restrictions in all the classes, but GTP is the fast ones, but they could be different engines, different chassis, different manufacturers. So like BMW, Cadillac. GTLM is all the same chassis, same engine. And then GTD Pro is a faster version of GTD. And then you have GTD, which those cars are going to be like they have these out there. So basically production cars turned into race cars. And that's
pretty dope.
That's the team that I follow is a GTD.
Okay.
But they're all racing at the same time, and it's team sports. So like, you can use the other classes to like pass. So it's like if you got a slower car in front of you and you're a faster class, you can use them to block your opponent.
That's pretty
real
dope.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that too, man. Those are a good time. I always wondered, like, I have never been to like a Formula One, NASCAR, or what you're talking about. Like, so, all right, dumb question here. Like, you watch the race, it's cool, but like they're going quick, right? So your spot's right there. Like in between them going around, like what are you doing? Are you looking at the TV? Is there a TV there? You just listen to the announcer. You just, you're swigging on beer in between their turn by you. Like, I always wonder, like, what happens in between. Like, I want to go to a Formula One, but I always feel like unless I'm sitting there like in like the elite seats or whatever you would call it, I'm sitting on my yacht in Monaco or something, like watching the race. Like how do you enjoy the whole race? You know what I mean?
I mean, I know that when they had them in like Baltimore, man, like they had the streets, you could just literally walk. They made all types of like, pitched elevation, like stairways across the the front of the race or whatever, so you could look down and just see everything, or go to turn 3 or wherever you wanted to be at. People just rotate the whole time.
So if you're gonna go to one, go to IMSA. And the cool thing is because they have all those 4 classes running, those fast cars are way ahead of the slow cars. So it's a car going by at all times.
Okay.
There's 60 cars out there. Okay. So
on one track at one time, that's wild. 4 classes all race at the same time?
Oh yeah, same time.
That's nuts.
It's like a Royal Rumble for cars.
And, that's nuts.
like if you're there live watching, you could pretty much stay on any turn, and then in like some of the main areas, they have huge TVs. So if you get tired of walking around, you can just plop down in the bleachers and watch it on the TV. Grab some glizzies, grab some tacos, whatever you want. But yeah, I love going to that stuff.
That's dope, man. I definitely. If I was going to go to a race, that sounds like one I want to go to for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People were upset, man. They said they reposted and reshared because of you, because your April Fool's prank.
Listen, man, everybody was jumping on the April Fool bandwagon again this year, so I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get on it."
You got Kyle upset in the chat in there.
It wasn't fully my idea to do that one. I thought it was kind of cruel, but I'm like, we're bringing some heat after this. So, I mean, people get over it. And I'm telling you that I'm listening to the people. So, we'll do it.
Behind the scenes, they thought they would get more of a reaction out of me because I've been a Sugar Plum Daddy ally. And then the other cohort who's not on the podcast.
It's probably because Godfrey slept till 11:30 this afternoon while the rest of the world was working for 5 hours.
Not true. Celtic texted me about it at like 9 a.m. I was like, all right. I was like, and I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, they're definitely fucking with us for sure. There's no doubt. As soon as I saw that first message, I was like,
I knew Crack was gonna break, man. That's the worst part about it. You try to do
he broke like 3 hours afterwards. I didn't question him.
Sometimes.
Listen, you didn't need to be like Inspector Gadget or like Sherlock Holmes to figure out that was a joke. Like I was just like, So, but people want it back, man. Listen,
I know. Obviously, I'm listening to the people.
We're gonna start a Save the Sugar Plum campaign out here, and just to force the hand of bio bombs, just save the Sugar Plum.
Just let things flow, man.
Let's Christian committed. We get the TikTok up to 5,000 followers. We got to bring Sugar Plum back. That's what we need to do. We're at 2,700 right now. We
I like that. That's tempting to me right 6, there.
6,000. We get to 6,000 followers. We bring it back. So get your grandmammy to fall. Create an account for her like you do for the Timo account, so you can get the free stuff from Timo. Do the same hustle. 10 times 200. Something like that. We could be close. Crackhead strong. Don't be blaming crack now. Yeah. I know they were laughing. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna get him good." Like I could just hear them cackling yesterday.
Nah, nobody thought we were gonna get you like that, dude. We think you're smarter than that.
I was like, "Yo,
you got to be a big brain and that big head of yours."
Yeah. Well, it's funny, but I just, we'll see, man. It was just funny. I was like, I wasn't expecting this. I was like, wait a second, but you know what? It is.
We gotta always showcase these comments right here because there's some Pop and Cherry haters out there.
Yeah,
and I'm personally a big fan.
Jamie,
Eddie, Jamie. Yeah, I think Jamie hates on him too. Actually, Eddie.
They came on the live the other night. I think they were talking trash about Pop and Cherry on the live. They came on. I was like, yo, chill.
It's unbelievable.
Chill.
Man. Unbelievable.
I think they had Pan. They already dropped Pan off the airport. They were like on a 24-hour bender. something like that.
They had a bunch. They're doing a bunch of content stuff this week, man.
Yep.
I mean, they were cooking. They had a whole bunch of things going on. Pam was out there. Dude from Yum was out there. They were shooting a whole bunch of that stuff. They launched that product line. I mean, listen, man, House of Rags is killing it, dude. Obviously, they're the homies, man. We want to see them guys succeed as much as possible, dude. I think that's a big thing in general, right? I mean, you want to have your people around you come up too. Like,
absolutely,
it's good for the industry.
Speaking of come ups, we told you who Corey is. He's got King's Detailing. Corey's been around the block a few times, maybe one time, not in a negative way, but he's got some experience behind him. And
around the block and beat up a couple times along the way.
Yeah. There's, question is, what did Corey do before he became King? King's Detailing, right? And
that's a good one, Godfrey.
One is, the ECS tuning I heard you drop. Now, I heard you talking about this, and I was like, man, this guy's kind of low key, like back in the day, YouTube famous. He's got some videos out there, and I was like, oh, look at him behind the camera and stuff like that. So you did a little product stuff. You could turn a wrench, you know what I mean? If you want to, you can do all of it on a car pretty much. You can fix them and detail them, right? So
I can, yeah.
Pretty much the whole thing. So how'd you get your start before you got into the ECS tuning and then into the detailing? Like you were working at the Jiffy Lube or something, you were telling me, or something like that?
Yeah, so like right immediately out of high school, I think my first serious job was I just started changing oil at the local dealership, 17. I graduated early. I was 17. Mm-hmm. And, I did that for a couple years, learned the basics. I already had a background with cars, but they're not going to just hire you with no experience to fix stuff. So you have to start doing that.
They might these days. Days. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Some of those, I'm not going to go there.
Can you read a machine? You can fix a car,
Yeah. So, I worked for a few dealerships, worked my way up to technician. I had a couple of detailing positions along the way in between, just because they knew I could do that. I'd fill in sometimes over in detail. And that was kind of like, that's not real detailing to me.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely
dealership shop detailing is something different, man.
Yeah.
So,
no offense, but we talk about it all the time. Like, that's just it's ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask you a question. I said you did oil right out of school. It's a question I always wanted to ask behind the scenes. Did you ever notice like someone like, oh shit, that guy forgot to put oil in the car as it drove out? Did you ever see that happen?
Oh yeah, bro.
Dude, I thought you were gonna be like, no, not really. You're like,
dude. They'd forget lug nuts. They dropped the car off the rack.
Oh my God. So you're telling me you knew there's a car that went out. There is no damn oil in that car. And then, were you ever there? The customer came back. You're like, yep, that's what happened. And
they put no oil in it, or they put double oil in it because no one communicated that they filled it up. So they'd go down the road. There's oil everywhere. There's no drain plug. There's no filter. They double gasketed the oil filter.
Oh, jeez.
Double gasket the oil filter?
Yeah, sometimes if they're on too long, the old one will stick. You got to check the old one. But
they're just talking.
That's the problem, man. You got to pay attention. You down there on the cage or whatever, man. Like,
it doesn't get any more simple than that. If you can't do that, go home.
Yeah. Oil technician, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean,
everything's set up at those joints, man. Like, I mean, if it's like the Valvoline centers or whatever, you know what I mean? Or even if it's at the shop, it's like, yo, look up. Like, it's right there. But if you're down there in the pit, it's like everything is at arm's reach in there. Like, it's just like.
That's
I don't like looking over people's shoulders, but usually I used to do my own oil change. But where I live now, or a place I lived, it wasn't possible. So if I had to go in there and get an oil change at like a place like a Walmart or Jiffy Lube, I'm looking through the window peeking through the whole time. Like, did you do it? Did you do it? I'm like over the partition, and they're like, "What?"
If you get lucky, they'll have a real technician do it. But usually they'll reward you pretty fast if they can tell that you know what you're doing. Otherwise, you just turn into a lifer doing oil changes. Yeah. So they'll start having you do like tires and alignments and little recalls and stuff. And they'll work you up until like a flat rate tech.
Nice. So you did the so you did all that, and then you got into like your work with ECS Tuner for a while, doing some specialty stuff, getting in front of the camera. What was that like? Were you like, hey, I want to be in front of the camera, or like, hey, do you want to try this YouTube thing out? Or you were like, hey, I know YouTube, I could do it for the company. Like, how did that go? Like, because we're talking like what, 17, 15, something like that, or it was like 2019?
I was there from like 2016 to like 2020. But trying to make this short, my buddy, he's now he's changed two YouTube channels by now, but he actually left ECS Tuning. He was doing all the camera stuff. He actually got an opportunity at Donut Media in LA.
Nice.
Zach Job, that's my boy. But he had that position. Once he left, they were like, okay, who's going to do this? And I was like, bro, right here. Hello. And eventually, where was I going with that? Eventually, they started having more and more people involved, which was it was a good thing to have more than one personality on there. So once he left, he was usually the only one doing stuff at that time, YouTube stuff, videos in front of the camera. And then I was kind of the main guy after him for a while. And then, like I said, we started having more and more different kinds of people in here because that place had so much talent. It's not even funny. Some of those dudes in there, the engineers in there, their builds on their cars are just out of this world, dude.
How'd you get into the tuning scene? Like, what got you? Like, what took you from oil changes to tuning?
I was working. Yeah. Well, I started out doing oil changes and then up to technician, but you just got to start somewhere. But I had a position at a European dealership, I guess you could call it.
That makes sense now.
So, and that experience was terrible. They were doing stuff wrong and just, it was sketchy. I mean, I was probably there for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and I was like, I got to get out of here.
Oh, man, that was fast.
Yeah, and so I was actively looking for a job. I seen ECS Tuning pop up. I had no idea what that was. I didn't even like German cars. I liked muscle cars and stuff like that. So
you're going completely full tilt from that. You're driving a Volkswagen right now.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was a little ignorant. I didn't really know about them, so I stayed away. It was kind of like I heard those things are problems. I'm just gonna go ahead and stay away. So I applied. Well, now I love them. So it's to me, I think they're better. But
no shit, did a full flip.
Some of them, yeah. It's just when you don't know, you kind of almost dislike it.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your favorite brand? Beamer?
Lately, no.
Really?
I think they have two good-looking cars now.
The new one. I mean, I can't. Them big grills they got in the front and shit. The new BMWs ain't for me. I mean,
look up the GTD car. I don't know if you can do that on here, but
yeah.
M4 GTD. When they're modified, they look fantastic. But BMW used to mean something. Everything looked good. Every model was like. But as of lately, I just think
not getting as much from they're not getting as much from the manufacturers they used to. Yeah.
No, I think as a whole, as far as performance goes, I think Porsche is on top. They've somehow kept that body style and made it, basically modern. Performance is great. I mean,
that's a bucket list car for Christian there. I'm down on that too. The Porsche.
It's just.
I mean,
it's so good.
I hear the only thing next to a Porsche as far as like a driving experience goes is a Beamer. So I had a Beamer and that thing was an amazing driving experience. I couldn't imagine getting behind a Porsche, bro.
The older BMWs, like the one I have and before, that is like, that's what I'm into. I don't really like the newer stuff as much, but.
What years? Like late 90s and like early 2000s?
I don't honestly, dude. Anything from like 2011 and prior.
Yeah.
I'm a dude. We drive trucks. All right, drive.
Truck is an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, I didn't even know he did stuff on YouTube like that. And sometimes people will come into the TikTok live and they'd be like, yo, I've seen you on YouTube. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Because he's low key about it. He doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
I think even Top Class says something because Top Class low key likes Beamers a lot too. And I'm just like, what? What are you talking about? So I was looking at it, and he's pretty good behind the camera. It made me think because a little bit ago or a long time ago, I auditioned for American Muscle to be the guy on there, but they didn't like fluffy bearded guy, so they passed for me for like the clean shaven, blonde hair, blue eye guy. Whatever American Muscle. Unless you want to sponsor us, I'll never forgive you. So anyway, but yeah, man. And I watched his videos, and he's pretty good behind camera, man. You can tell he's very comfortable with himself and all that. He was there for a while. He was telling me about it, and then I know him as a detailer and a tint guy and all that. And I think when I first met Corey, I talked to him. He's a little bit more, as we all get to know each other, a little bit more like reserved. And then I got him to use one of them, and I think he used one of our bombs, and you went into your shop, maybe it was brand new, and it used to stink like farts in there or something like that. Or something. You said it smelled like something, and you bombed
smoke.
it. Smoke? Oh, old school smoke, like that 1980 smoke smell.
Yeah, it's like they were smoking up there, and I hate that smell.
Yeah, it was just embedded in there in the walls, probably, and all that. So that was his first experience with that. But I got to know him, all the stuff he does. I mean, you do like vinyl, tint. There's pretty much nothing you don't do. Is
you do PPF?
PPF, right? Yeah.
What do you think about the new colored PPF? You messing with that yet or no?
I haven't used any color but black, and I like using black on black mirrors because it's one of the hardest panels or pieces to do, and it hides your work marks, so you don't have to be as
when you do PPF around a mirror, would you do it with the same kind of like, I know they got that horseshoe tool you can kind of use with vinyl, where you just kind of stretch that thing around in like one pull? It's not like that at all because you're not really stretching that stuff, right?
It depends on the mirror. I think PPF has a little bit more stretch than vinyl.
But I'm saying, do you like? I don't. Any PPF videos I ever watch, they're never getting stretched. You know what I mean? It's like precision cut. You kind of, you shoot it down. I just see them squeegeeing it out. Like I don't see much pull action. Like vinyl's a whole different game, dude. I tried doing some vinyl wrapping myself, and like I got a couple panels done, but I didn't want to do the whole damn car.
You should be stretching it.
Really?
I mean, some stuff no, but like a hood, yeah, you should stretch it.
You throw heat through it?
No heat.
No heat.
Only time you would heat is if you use like a little mini butane torch on the edges once you're done.
Just to kind of get them to
just get it completely dry, and it kind of seals it nice.
Okay.
But no heat on the actual material. The way to get heat through to the vinyl is hot water.
Okay.
So what's the most difficult car you've had to either do PPF or vinyl wrap on? Like, what's the most difficult car?
Challenges are rough, right?
So that hood can be goofy. So a normal C8, right? I'll do that in my sleep.
Really?
The C8 Z06. Completely different bumper.
Yeah.
Is it the curves and all that?
Kicked my ass. It's like where the lower grills come out. So in the normal one, they go in, and then the Z06, they come out. Well, that creates like this pocket. It's hard to describe, but I think I had 3 different attempts, and I still couldn't get it the way I wanted. So I'd probably do it in bulk. I was trying to do it in a pre-cut because the guy didn't want a knife on the car. Sometimes pre-cuts can be harder than bulk because you don't have extra material to grab.
Like that right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That could be tough. Yeah, that looks like it could be tough. I would never attempt to do anything like that. I'm like,
so actually, it's going to be. Do you see? It's not showing on the yellow one, and I think the is the blue one a Z?
I mean, it says a Z versus the regular C8. So I mean, it was the best picture I could pull up.
Because there's a Z07 package, which is the yellow one. There you go. That blue one, right? That dark blue one. The other one. Yep. Okay. Do you see right between the wheel and that front grille? Excuse me. Where it goes.
This whole thing right here.
It does like one of these. Right below the headlight.
Yeah.
Go up.
Up here.
Right there. Right there.
That's a bad pinch point. Like,
that's bad.
Push in right there, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
So the guy wanted pre-cut. I understand. Normally I have better luck with harder bumpers doing it in bulk because I can grab away from the tack point and not get my fingerprints on the film. And then you can pull it in any direction that you need it to lay down. So yeah, that car kicked my ass.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I actually don't like that weird little hook right there.
So you went from the ECS tuning and you were going to be like, you started your own business. You were doing it on your own, but at what point did you go like, I'm going to do this full time? I'm going to get. You said this is your second shop. I'm going to get into a shop, and you're just going to make this your thing. I mean, did you have a focus when you went in? I'm just going to do tin only, or you were just going to be focused on like anything possible that you could get business for when you first opened?
Well, I just wanted to do what I knew at the time, which I didn't know how to PPF. I didn't know how to tint. I was only I only had a couple years experience with ceramic coating because I was doing that at ECS. So when I was hired at ECS, I was doing the detailing of the cars that were in the shop because we had our own fleet. So I'd take care of those. I was doing mechanical installs for, prototypes and testing stuff. But as of there, all I had experience with was a polisher and like detailing. I didn't know how to tint, PPF, wrap. I was still new to ceramics because they were still kind of new at the time. They were just coming. I mean, like consumer grade ones and like big name. Like there was no Gion, I don't think back then in 2015. There was no Technic, I don't think.
Nah, I don't think any of that stuff was around 15, dude.
It was mostly like polymers.
Ceramic.
Yeah, so I was just focused on like paint corrections because I had experience with polishing and regular detailing. And then what transitioned me into more services was people was coming in and saying, "Do you know a guy that does window tint?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I do. I'll give you his number." And every time I'd say that, I'm like thinking, why am I not doing that?
Right.
Yeah. Why am I just handing off this business to someone else?
So I just taught myself how to do that, learned how to do that. Same thing with vinyl and PPF.
So like the 10 thing, I got to ask a question. Like you cut freehand or you use a plotter?
Yeah, freehand.
Okay, my bad. Everybody gets offended.
No, you're good. No, that's not
freehand. It's like if you can't do freehand, you ain't a real tenor. I was like the things I keep hearing.
Here's the thing: is if that plotter takes a crap one day and you got 3 jobs lined up, what are you gonna do?
No, I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. I tried doing tint back in the day when I was young. We were putting systems in cars and stuff like that, and I get the bubble tint.
Yeah,
it's come a long way. It's more flexible now.
I feel like
that boy's tint sucked balls too. It's like the worst tint ever back in the day, dude. I'm 43 now. You know what I mean? We were tint when we were like not even able to drive. It's like 30 years ago.
Yeah, man, it's hard to. I mean, you can find a good tint person, but it's like everybody has their guy, and then you have them do it, and you're like, yeah, this guy wasn't as great as I thought he would be. You know what I mean? You're like, what's these bubbles here? What's this thing? What's this little chip here?
Nah, if you get if someone's good, man, tint will last you longer than a car will, dude.
Yeah.
I think the problem there is maybe they didn't set expectations with you, and maybe they didn't have that interaction up front. A lot of these places will just, hey, there's a key drop. put the keys in there. I'll call you when it's done, which I'm guilty of that, but I also have a conversation with them on what to expect, what they're looking for. I don't know.
Yeah.
Question from Rick real fast. He was saying, what's more profitable, PPF or coatings?
Oh, well, you're probably not going to mess up a coating. So there's always a risk of ruining materials for PPF. So let's say you ruin a bumper, like, long story short, I ruined a hood and a fender on a PPF job after it was done, and I was like basically saying to the customer, you can come pick it up. So that was another, I don't know, 400, $200 to $400 in materials. So
the mistakes for doing PPF, yeah. But I mean, from a time perspective, though, I would imagine PPF is a heck of a lot longer of a process, right? I mean,
for sure, yeah, I would say if
between
you
prep and doing ceramic the right way and kind of doing all that, I mean, what you're saying, you're somewhere between like 6 to 8 hours a job, right?
Depends on the car, but like if you're talking about a coating, yeah.
So I'm saying on PPF, like, what's the time frame difference?
Well, you got a lot more dry time with PPF. You have almost as much prep. You don't have to polish, but you got to clean the crap out of it. You got to clay it. To answer the question in a short term, I would say coatings is going to be more profitable. You could probably bust out. I mean, you could probably get 2 done a day if you're hustling, but you'd be lucky to get 2 cars done in a week by yourself. PPF, like just fronts.
Right. That's how I would think of it. So.
And then you drop one, and you drop a piece of PPF, and it's like, now what? Here's my profit.
Yeah.
Working for free.
Yeah, that's
for real. So, yeah, I mean, I can only imagine the talent it takes to do that. That's tough with PPF intent. I'm paying for that. I'm not even going to try to learn it. I just don't. I know it ain't my lane.
PPF, I mean, you get a solid, you get a quote for a truck's gonna be like $8,500, bro. PPF. You know what I mean? That's a real deal. Like, that's a profit. If you get good at that shit, I would imagine like taking that week on that job is like, okay, well, at least you're not doing 10 cars during that same process or 6 cars during that process in the week. Like, you're kind of scrambling on that. With like a PPF job, I feel like take your headlights out, pop your door handle, you know what I mean? Like, do the things that you gotta, like, it's more of like a throw the beats on in the shop. Like, you got a 5-day time limit. It's like, all right, my goal is to crush this, and this through day 1, 2, and 3. And then, right? Like, is that the right mindset and kind of like the way you guys do things when you do a PPF job, or you kind of just?
Well, ideally that would be, that sounds great, but
oh man,
it's not as, I mean, it's still a little bit stressful. It's not just a walk in the park. I mean, some cars, yes, but you can have the car longer. I guess that gives you a little bit of breathing room, but
I would think that if I drop my car off or my truck off or whatever to get PPF'd, I would think that thing's gonna be down for 10 days.
It all depends on how your shop works and just what you set for expectations. I tell people if they're doing a full front, I'd like the car for at least 4 days.
Yeah, I don't like to rush people when they do stuff like that. I don't want them to feel rushed because I don't want them to, you know what I mean? I'm like, take your time.
You don't mess with a waiter. You don't mess with somebody.
I don't want to rush them. Listen, if you needed an extra day, 2 days, whatever,
if
just
you get
do
hungry,
it right. That's all.
You need lunch, I'll be happy to bring you some lunch by. Like,
I don't want to rush them. Nothing like that. Nah, man. Nah.
Usually the customers that are getting PPF, they have, they're well established. They have other cars to drive. They're just like, yeah, let me know when it's done. And most of the cars are like, cars they only drive in the summertime, so they'll drop them off in the winter.
What type of longevity are you getting out of PPF these days?
Me personally?
I'm saying, like, as far as like when you get your car PPF'd and it's an outdoor, I don't want to say daily driver, but semi-daily driven driver. How many years are you getting out of that film?
I'll answer that the same way I answer ceramic coating durations or longevity. It's all about how you take care of it. So the material itself has a 10-year warranty. But if you're taking the pressure washer to the edges and you're not washing your car and you're letting tree sap or whatever just sit on it.
So ideally, let's say you take care of your car like I would take care of my car, not like the way Godfrey would take care of his car, right? Like Godfrey's PPF would last 3 years.
Godfrey somehow PPF.
He's got like environmental fault. Like he's just
it's not happening.
3 years Godfrey's will last. I would take care of it. Like you would get 10 years out of it, but like at the end of 10 years, like who knows how this shit's peeling off in 10 years? PPF hasn't even really been a thing like that for 10 years yet. So these claims for 10 years, I find to be pretty amusing.
That's why I'm very cautious because I haven't been doing it for 10 years. But that's where the warranty of the manufacturer comes in, and that's where they got you. So
we got a question here. How common is when doing a PPF job, you happen to remove the paint off a bumper or panel? Does this happen often?
Vinyl, it happens. I can't see it happening with PPF.
So that's one of the questions you ask a customer when they come in for PPF. Is one of the first questions: has the car been repainted? Any factory film or factory paint, it's not going to come off. Unless you're dealing with like some Toyota white where they had a huge freaking problem.
Or like the Honda Accords with like the oxidized clear coat situation.
Those cars ain't getting PPF.
Yeah, right. They shouldn't be. Someone would say, "Oh, only I would get it if it came in the color glizzy." I guess that's Snow White color or something like that. Whatever. No, I'm not doing PPF even if it's the color I want. I'll do vinyl, but Corey talked me out of vinyl. That's another whole discussion because I was talking about doing it.
You see all the imperfections underneath. What you're trying to get accomplished, you wouldn't be able to hide with vinyl.
He taught me out of vinyl. But listen, speaking of things fast, slow, glizzies, it's time for Fast AF, boy.
I'm not playing the intro because I didn't fix it yet. And I don't want to give a bunch of
what? That's the classic part of it. What are you talking about?
Whatever, man. Because I'm just, people are the tennis want to run
play it. I mean,
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Come get some. I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
Every time, man, I'll be laughing every time I hear it. I tried so hard.
I still it's the best ever.
Trying to censor out the curse words. Didn't work.
I didn't even, let's show for the record again. The first one to curse tonight was the Fast AF cut where.
Oh, snap. Congratulations, Godfrey. We got to give it up for that one.
That's the dude last time Fast AF back. Chill, man. Yeah. All right. So listen, let's get these bad boys started because, this is what everybody comes for. They want to hear the Fast AF. They want to hear the questions. We're going to ask you with the traditional first question, as we've come known, ketchup on eggs or yes. I think I might know this already, but ketchup on eggs, yes or no?
Okay, so if you got hash browns and all like a skillet going on, I put ketchup on my potatoes, right? So if it touches the eggs, I'm not mad. But if there's eggs on the plate, it's either nothing or hot sauce. No eggs.
Okay.
Or no ketchup.
Listen, this guy came prepared. He did his homework. He knew the questions that were coming. That was the best answer I've heard yet for ketchup on eggs.
Well, I was going to ask him what is his music in the trenches, but I know that one of his selections is Funkin' Homies in the background in the shop. So,
all right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So, I put YouTube on the TV, and if I'm doing quiet work like ceramic coating, I'll be able to listen to the TV while I'm going.
Sure, the soothing voice of Godfrey.
Yeah. So wait, you're one of those people that doesn't like their food to touch, aren't you? Are you one of those people where the food can't touch each other? Are you? Or are you not?
No, throw it together. I don't care.
Okay. So, Christian, are you a food touch? Are you food?
Hodgepodge me up. I'm one of them weirdos. Like you give me one of them salads, looks all pretty with all the shit separated and whatever.
I'm just gonna mash it together.
I'm mashing it together. Give me like something I could turn into some type of burrito bowl. If it's all on the same plate, it's all going together.
I think if you are one of those people that their food can't touch each other, I think low key you're a psychopath. That's what I think right now. I'm sorry. It's if you're like my food can't touch each other. There's something going on there psychologically that we don't know about. I
look like a toddler when I eat. It's all over me. It's mixed together. It's on my hands.
The big thing I'm trying to do is slow down when I eat, bro. Because that's I do the same thing. You give me a chance to start eating, I'm going to town.
The turtle video
around afterwards. God, be making a mess when he eats too.
Well, have you ever watched the video or heard the sound of a turtle when they mate? Have you ever watched a turtle sex video? You ever see that?
I want to say that I've heard that before in the past. Yeah.
They're talking about it in the chat. He's like, he would play the turtle reviews detailing a Mustang. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. But yeah, now it's that sound that comes out. I'm like, should I get a sound? Would that be over the line if I got that added to the soundboard, the turtle sound? You know, people don't know what it is, but unless you know what it is, that's the thing.
It's a really bad sound if you know what it is. If it's what I think I remember it is, it's pretty bad.
I didn't even know that existed. When someone told me, my mind was blown. I was like, what? That's what? Yeah. Whatever. And I looked at it. I was like, wow, turtles do that? Okay. Didn't know they did that.
Yeah. They're pretty oral with their vocal. Wow. Pretty vocal. My bad. Wrong choice of words.
Happened right there?
Wrong choice of words.
Pretty vocal. Wow. Freudian slip.
It's like a turbo blow off. It's like
they're pretty oral. They're pretty oral there, you know.
You know what I mean, man. Whatever. On to the next question, man. This round's supposed to be fast.
Rinseless or nah?
All the time. Not like a traditional rinseless car wash. I have access to water, but the product itself, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Some people are like no rinseless, but I'm gonna try it this year. I'm gonna do it myself.
Dude, it's so versatile. It's so dilutable. It doesn't make sense not to use it. Like if you're doing a quick wipe down, like some of the cars that come in, they're classic cars. They don't like some of them don't want water on them.
Right.
You can just wipe the dust off, or you can go next door to the freaking minivan and use it as an interior cleaner, a glass cleaner, door jams. You can soften water with it. It's basically taken over place of a quick detail because there's no protection in it. And most of the time, these people don't want that anyway.
Right.
It doesn't smear like if it had a wax in it.
Yeah.
True. I'm becoming a big fan, man. I only really just started getting down with it. I would say like probably middle of last year, like towards the end of summer. And
does it clog up your towels?
Nah, man, it's nice. I like working with it. I mean, I think the sponges are dope that are available. It works, man. You can look at a panel beforehand and afterwards and look at it, and you're not creating the same type of damage you would as if you were doing contact wash. I feel like.
See, Christian, he's talking about your 10 o'clock rule. The Snickers Army is ready to mount. They're ready. They're ready. It ain't yet, but it's coming. But they know what time it is.
You're depressing me, man. You're depressing me every single week. It just
people been asking for Funkin' Homies merch, Snickers Army merch. I'm telling you, they've been asking for it. I'm just saying. I can't stop the public, but it's getting close to Easter, a little bit earlier. Peeps, yes or no?
Peeps,
yes or no?
Great question, Godfrey.
No,
absolutely not.
Well, listen, I'm a no on the Peeps, and I want to ask you, people who are in the chat that like this, what the hell is wrong with you? Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps? What is wrong with you people? I bought this just to criticize you, and you know what you do with Peeps? Throw them out like that. That's what you do with Peeps. Not even edible. Wow. Even dude, I won't eat a Peep.
This guy literally just broke his blind throwing Peeps back.
Those were already broken if you zoomed in on them already. So.
Dude, that has to be the most artificial tasting kind of food of all time.
The Peeps are wild, man. I haven't had Peeps in years, but I would throw one back.
No, they're from CVS. Is so that's where you get them from. I
think CVS buys like 70% of the Peeps sold in the country.
I don't even know what this comment's about, but I'm showing it. The turtle plus the pickle. Okay,
I get it. So yeah, I get it. So
yeah. So it's almost 10 o'clock, and we're already. The atmosphere knows. Yeah, Peeps, man, it's a no for me. I put that right in there with candy corn. I'm sorry, candy corn, you get lost.
I can't take that, bro.
How can you eat that? It's wax.
Candy corn is out.
I love candy corn, bro.
You could stick a wick in it and just
love it.
Oh,
it's the honey they got in there, that high fructose corn syrup, whatever.
Honey, there's honey in it.
Listen, man, the ones I get have honey in them.
The white part's the most disgusting part of the candy corn.
That's like telling me that one M&M tastes like a different M&M because of the colors, bro.
Dude, candy corn tastes like the inside of a rubber freaking Halloween mask.
No way.
All right.
I'm team candy corn. I don't even care.
Worst car to tint in your opinion?
Window tint?
Worst car.
It's gotta be a vet.
I've actually done a vet in chrome. I don't know if you know what that means, but chrome is very stiff film. It wasn't that hard. I just had to use my brain and think because I had one sheet. It was a pre-cut, or not pre-cut, but he bought enough just to do it. That was it.
Is there ever a car that made you reconsider never tinting again?
Oh, all of them when you're learning. Every single one when you're learning.
That's how it was when I tried. I hated it.
I would say old classic cars with the seals that are you can't peel them back. The seals that are literally
glued to the glass. Yeah.
Those suck. Those suck.
Favorite cartoon as a kid?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. All right, not bad.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
SpongeBob works, man. SpongeBob been around for a minute.
Yeah. SpongeBob. That for me, I feel like SpongeBob exists because Ren and Stimpy existed. Ren and Stimpy.
Hell yeah, Godfrey. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Powder toast man all day.
Dude,
Let's go.
I'm telling you, Ren and Stimpy, as far as I'm concerned, dude. That Ren and Stimpy, Pinky and the Brain. It's like the duos that I always like, man.
Mm-hmm.
But like Ren and Stimpy was just classic.
You can't, but I did appreciate SpongeBob though. SpongeBob was pretty cool.
Beavis and Butthead.
I can still.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead. They got new episodes out. I'm on that. Just let you guys know.
I heard that. Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
Okay.
When you see elder sister, y'all, used to crack me up, bro.
Ford or Chevy?
Like right now, neither. But back in the day, Chevy.
Okay.
Hold on. Time out, Godfrey. I did just censor myself, but time out. We need Ford or Chevy.
Oh, you want Mopar in the conversation?
I'm just saying, like, we being disrespectful right now.
Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. Throw Dodge in there. You pick one of the three.
I'm a car guy, so
he's gonna go GM. I feel a Chevy allegiance coming from this dude.
No, they've been bad. I'm gonna go on new muscle cars. Mopar's got it.
Okay.
Unlock.
They do got it on lock. Somebody's got to clean their act up, but they do got it on lock.
Chevy's got a lot going on with engine problems, and I like the C8, but it's not a vet.
Okay. Xbox or PS5? I already know the answer to this, but the public doesn't.
I like Xbox, but I would try PS5.
But you're Xbox.
I'm just familiar with it. I'm familiar with it.
What are you gaming right now on Xbox?
I like Apex.
I never ran Apex yet, man.
If you want to get your ass kicked, in the first like 5 games, like where you're like, I can't do anything. You just better have thick skin when you're playing. Yeah.
Because they be running up the side of walls and shit in that game.
Yeah, it's like
I can't do that, man. My eyes are too hot for that shit.
You gotta have like a full day's rest ahead of you to even try. Like you gotta get up in the morning and have your it can't be the end of your day when you're playing this game. You gotta like wake up and be like, all right, I'm ready to play this.
Yeah, it's like when you watch the young boys play Fortnite or whatever, and they just start building shit. Like they're shooting down, building, shooting down, up, doing this. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like,
I'm gonna try it again though. I'm gonna try it again. So
I don't play a whole lot anymore, but
I know, man.
It's one of those games you can hop.
It's gonna get worse and worse. You're gonna want to play, and you're not gonna be able to, bro.
N64 is the last good. I mean, I like N64 by Chris M.
N64 is the last good system, Chris M. We gotta write you off on that one, buddy. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but
Top Class didn't kick my ass every night. He won the first 5 Madden games, and then I won the last one triumphantly, and I went off into the sunset. Then we moved on to a different game.
Good for you. Never quit till you get a W, man.
Yeah. But Crocs or not?
Most of the time, no. But if I'm like, I'm wearing like some,
he's a Crocker.
So I only have a pair because they were too small for my buddy, and he's like, "Here you go."
Did they have the 5-speed handle on the back where you put it up and down to put in manual?
Like the turbo bar or something they call it.
They're actually really nice ones. I don't know what they're called, but they're super comfy and they have big grip at the bottom. I don't know if that's normal, but if I got to take the trash out or run to the gas station and I'm already looking like a bum, I'll wear them.
Yeah, I can't put my feet in them.
All right, so Snickers, vein down or vein up?
I think it doesn't matter as long as you do it with the crust on. Keep the crust on it.
Nice. So the vein up answer.
Eat it safe.
I would rather see the veins on top than feel them on my tongue. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yep,
Eat
there
it
you
like
go.
a normal fucking human being, and you don't have to ask this question.
Listen,
I'll crack one with you.
The Snickers army is alive, Christian. I don't know what else you want to say.
You give me one of these weeks, man, to pop in and crack one. Which look, you're toasting the Snickers on the show. It's gotten to a whole new level, man.
Listen,
unbelievable.
I think Stan's probably in the comments saying he licks the veins off. That's what he says every week. He's in there somewhere.
It just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah, I still love how, if you guys didn't see last week's episode, Jamie the cleaner he thought he was going to pull a slick one with the Snickers army, bring a whole different candy bar in. And I talked to him about it after the show, and he realized that wasn't a good idea because he brought in a zero bar and it had the dripping across the side, and then got him with rib for his pleasure, and he learned not to go out of turn with another bar. He thought he totally had it beat. He had everybody mystified with that Vienna sausage drink, and people were talking about all show. But the Snickers army, they came right and listen. That Vienna sausage one definitely is going down as the most disgusting eat on the show so far because people were like, "What is?" I had people tell me they didn't even know what a Vienna sausage was, and then they looked it up and they knew that he was in trouble when it was 88 cents a can.
Oh yeah,
It's like drinking hot dog water.
That's what it was, dude. Salty water. It's the swamp version of pickle juice.
I'm breaking out Opus clip tonight. He's inspired me just to make a clip out of it. He came with the straight fire. He just ripped it open like it was a ration at wartime. Like he just didn't eat. Like you heard the can rip like it was fan. I was like, what? So
Jamie's bringing the heat.
Yeah, crazy. So it's I got here. So what's the best food in Ohio? If I come to Ohio, I come to visit Kings and Akron. What are you taking me to get? Like, what are we going to eat in Ohio?
If we're getting fast food, we're going to Swenson's.
Okay, Swenson's. So that's your first choice. Like, I'm going to show him how Ohio eats.
It's either we go to fast food and we get Swenson's, or we go sit down and I take you to Luigi's.
Luigi's, okay. Luigi's sounds like an old Italian spot.
It's 75 years old. Cash only type place.
Love it.
I mean,
now see, Ohio's Midwest, but you still got those in the Midwest too. See, that's what they got Mexican food out there on the West Coast, but what they don't know on the West Coast is they don't know the old Italian restaurant or bakery is unmatched.
There's no white sauce up in there. It's red sauce only. There's no ranch dressing.
I'm glad you asked that question because the next question is ranch. Do you use it and on what?
Yeah,
it's almost like you know.
Yeah.
Do you use it, but on what though? Besides salad, I don't care about the salad. That's whatever.
Mozzarella sticks.
Wow, you're going with the mozzarella stick, not the marinara. Okay.
I used to do pizza and ranch back in the day.
Back in the day.
Sometimes if it's like some chain pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, chain pizza.
A little dip it across on some ranch in bed.
Have you ever seen the fluffy guy from Michigan that has the beard on Facebook and he has ranch with him all the time and puts ranch on everything? No, you never seen that guy? That's what made me think of it. He was eating a steak while watching TV, and it was a skit about how long it takes for a movie to begin. And he ate his steak during how when Fox plays their music or the 20th century Fox music, and he's like, and the video wasn't about this the way he did it, but he had a ranch sauce right there and had a nice steak. It was cooked well, and every bite he had ranch on it, and I was like, oh my god, I couldn't do that to a steak personally. That I wouldn't do to a steak, but
nah,
no ketchup on it. I was like, let's cheese.
I put ranch on my fried pickles.
Okay, I can see that.
That's a good play.
Fried mushrooms, get some ranch on them.
That's a decent play, though.
Okay.
Chicken sandwich with some ranch.
Of course. When I was young, I used to Hidden Valley everything, bro.
Now, what's your favorite? So I know you being in Ohio, you've heard the chatter of Wawa. We've talked about Sheetz. That's the rivalry that's going on. Although we all know Wawa's superior, but you believe Sheetz is. That's okay. It's all right. There's Buc-ee's. I've heard
it's better than Wawa.
Well, how are you even saying that? Being from, I can't even talk.
Wawa sucks, Godfrey.
What are you talking about? It's the same.
You live next to a 7-Eleven. Of course, you're gonna think Wawa's amazing. Your standard 7-Eleven.
What are you getting from Sheetz? Sheetz is it's a overblown like truck stop with like some food options. What are you getting from there?
I have
what dog?
I have my order dialed in.
They got awesome breakfast sandwiches made on the fly. Like they had all that before Wawa came around, bro.
Okay.
I got my order dialed in.
So Corey knows.
Buc-ee's I haven't been to, but I'm gonna put this in its own category of gas station food. So, what is your favorite gas station food?
You guys probably don't have it because we only have one of them. All right. There's this little gas station. They probably got 4 pumps, and they got a convenience store inside, and it's Arabic food.
Ooh.
They got homemade hummus from the grandma. They got sandwiches in there. It's all Arabic food, and I will make the drive sometimes. It's almost an hour drive.
Really?
Wow.
I will go up there. Oh yeah, it's worth it, dude. It's so good. Really? I love hummus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But their homemade pita, it comes out hot. It's not like bread. It's crispy. It's like almost like a tortilla chip, but soft on the inside.
Yep.
That's the best gas station food.
We got something like that. I don't know if they're still there, Christian. Remember the Sunoco that used to be down the road down there in North?
It's a Sunoco. It's a Sunoco.
It had the breakfast. Yeah, it had the breakfast.
Joey D's is still there. He sold. But this other, I guess I don't know who owns it now, but he's still got all the Mexican ladies in the kitchen cooking, doing all the shit they do. So they got all types of crazy stuff, man. You can go in there in the morning time and get yourself like a chicken cheesesteak breakfast burrito or a hoagie or long roll, and they got like the green sauce and the red sauce or whatever. So like you can heat them things up in the morning, dude. Every once in a while when I feel like eating a breakfast sandwich, that's where I go.
Yeah.
The only time
a little thing of red sauce on there, man, and boy, that shit is good.
The only time I'm going to like Sheetz or something like that is because there's nothing else open.
Yeah.
Now they have the cheeseburger slider there. I like at Sheetz. Like it's like a cheeseburger slider wrap or something like that. And I'm like, I do get that when I go there. They could both exist in my life, though. I feel like,
tell you what, man, I like Royal Farms, man.
Really? You like the chicken?
Their chicken's banging. I mean, I would rather grab that chicken than grab something at either Sheetz or Wawa. 100%.
Is it fried chicken?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, listen, I need that crispy crunch fried chicken if I'm going gas station chicken.
I got a question for you guys out there in PA. You guys got pizza and chicken out there like at the same place?
Not really.
There's a place I know of actually. It's in Pottstown.
Because that's a big thing here, and it's like the only thing. It's like only here.
Yeah, we don't really have them together like that. I mean, you can get chicken sandwiches at a pizza joint. You know what I mean?
You want fried chicken though?
Fried chicken. They got fried chicken, potato wedges. We call them JoJo's, and you get pizza, and like that combo is just.
I've never been a potato wedge guy. It just feels like a big fucking potato. I don't know.
I feel like that you would love that. You just put tons of ketchup on it.
No, man, the ketchup's got to be. It's got to be. There's a science to this ketchup. It's not.
I like wedges. I think wedges are good.
You think I'm just?
It's got to be crispy.
I think
they got They got to be crispy and soft on the inside. And you gotta if you go break them and they have that little bit of like crunch to them or whatever, a little garlic on them.
If it's a big piece of potato and it's like super thick and soft, I'm out.
Yeah, you can't pick it up and have it go limp on you. Pause.
Yeah. Listen, I think Woodland thinks like I have a super soaker with like ketchup in it, and I'm just like squirting eggs like this, like pumping it up with the Super Soaker 5000. Just
you like your
swimming it. Though. I do, but not like I don't want to swim it in it. I mean, I'm
gonna get you some organic ketchup, man.
I have some. They all make it now. Everybody makes organic ketchup. Sheetz has Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. I mean, here's the thing about that. All right.
What?
Listen, the Dr. Pepper flavor, I don't get in like food you eat. The drink, the Dr. Pepper soda, great soda. Tastes great. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But I've seen Dr. Pepper flavored beef jerky. I don't get that. Like, that's disgusting. And now the Peeps I threw on my back, Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps. I mean, what? Like, I don't understand the obsession with Dr. Pepper in other foods. Like the Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce, maybe. I don't know. I it could be good, but I don't know. There's an obsession with Dr. Pepper stuff in things, and it just like there's so many foods out there where they're like, let's make it taste like another food. Like here's the cheese curl, but it tastes like prosciutto. Like I've seen that before, or like the Italian hoagie chip. I'm like, what is that? It's like too many flavors in there, and you eat it, and you're like, this is bullshit. It doesn't taste like pizza. It doesn't taste like a hoagie. It's just like There's just in a chip factory, like let's sprinkle some pepper on it and say it's this type of chip. When the flavors get too complicated, I don't know. Like the nacho cheese, like on the Dorito, it's a classic flavor. All right, it's simple, one flavor. But when it gets like multi-layered, I don't know if it could work. Like
salt and vinegar chips is where it's at, bro.
See, man, those make me thirsty, and I don't know, man. My chip of choice, it's hers kettle cheddar horseradish chips. That's mine.
They're a pretty good choice. That's pretty good choice, Calvary.
Yeah, but I mean, I like it because you could get that one that's like fire on there. Like it's got a lot of horseradish. Horseradish is one of my favorite condiments.
You like wasabi?
I'm not a big wasabi guy. I don't.
Sushi,
I'm not against
you a sushi boy, Godfrey?
I like sushi. Yeah, I had sushi.
We gotta get some sushi together sometime, man.
Yeah, I had sushi yesterday actually. It was a weird. This girl I was with, she got sushi, and it was called like a paradise roll.
Hold on, can we talk about the fact that you have a different girlfriend every week?
Who said it's a girlfriend? It's just a girl.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying we're an hour and 10 minutes in, hour and 11 minutes in. We might as well talk about the the life of Godfrey and outside of Funkin homies. Seems like every week this guy's got a whole different podcast he's doing something with. You know what I mean?
Is there?
Are you Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo? What are you doing over there on the side, man?
Dude, he's got a girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend for every day of the week, just like all them hats he's got.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true.
Every time he sees a girl, he's got a different hat.
Right. No, we did see me last night. I had this hat on. It wasn't me.
All you can eat sushi too. It's even. No, I mean it's
international man of mystery. Why are you avoiding the topic, Godfrey?
People could be listening. Maybe they can't. I don't know. No, listen. It just I got females that are friends. There's women I date. It all depends where people fall into place. But I do know
you're white bitch marquee, bro.
Yeah. Would you ever eat sushi with banana in it?
Yeah, I would eat any kind of sushi with anything in it.
Yeah, the banana thing tasted weird though.
No, I would try
it. Oh geez, he really wants to talk about wieners. That's all he talks about outside of the pod. Who's talking about wieners outside the pod? I guess maybe that's me. I don't know. Talking about our buddy Don or Don in detail, but I wonder if he's listening. Don.
Speaking of talking about wieners, I think Aaron from Phoenix COD's in the chat. Yep, there he is, talking shit.
Yeah, what's this?
Well, Aaron,
all the ladies want that dwarven soup can. What does that even mean?
Aaron's been drinking, obviously.
Yeah,
it's 10:15. He's sipping on some bourbon.
Yeah, everybody's like, if they say there's a girl around me, they need proof. Like like it's impossible. Like it's a solar eclipse.
I wasn't saying it like that. I was saying you might.
I see. We need proof in the chat. I'm like, listen, man.
I'm saying somebody who could passionately do it can go back and chop every episode of the pod, and every episode of the pod, it's always what sounds to me like being your cohort host, whatever. With this, it sounds like you just out there every week in the streets putting the Godfrey down.
Yeah, I'm just people love being around me. I don't know what to say.
especially them ladies, I guess.
I mean, I guess they do, but he pays his owner eats girl drivers. Who's an owner? Listen, you got to speak English right if you're going to say that. All right, we're taking that off.
You know what?
Speaking of the Vienna, speaking of Mr. Vienna Wiener,
is that
if you talk about anything, it's going to be Philly cheesesteak, bro. He's always talking about Philly cheesesteaks.
Well, that's because we have some ignorant friends in there. Maybe one may stand. It's like it's only 3 ingredients. I'm like, listen,
bro. I don't know if you guys remember. I had the podcast when I had to apologize to my buddy who got all mad because I told he was trying to tell me to relax and take more time for myself and whatever, and I put him on blast or whatever on the podcast, accidentally not paying attention. That same dude, we went to this place called Angelo's down the city, which has banging pizza, banging sandwiches. Went on a whim. One day, 2 of my homies were like, yo, we're swooping you up. You need to take some time off. We're taking you somewhere. We got in the car. I'm like, yo, where are we going? They're like, yo, we're going to Angelo's. I'm like, bet, let's go. So we went down and had this banging ass meal. We told our one friend who's a food guy, and the mother effer has been mad, acting like, I gotta watch my terms. I'm not feeling too comfortable. Acting like a wussy, for the past 2 weeks, mad in the group chats. All my friends leave me. I can't believe you guys did this without me. Blah, 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 blah. So cheesesteaks are where it's at, dude. Like if you get a cheesesteak at the right spot here in Philly, like your friends get pretty mad actually that they ain't go with you.
So I heard someone talking trash about Cheese Whiz in there. Listen, I like Cooper Sharp. I like Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz is my favorite. I can make a case for it. You know, some of you guys are like, you know, I won't eat Cheese Whiz, but I know you eat other things. I won't say what they are, but we know what I'm talking about. And you're like, I can't touch Cheese Whiz. I'm like, sure you can't.
Yeah, but you eat A.
Yeah, but you eat A. So here's my thing. Cheese Whiz, the reason why it's good is you want cheese to be melted. It gets in the cracks and crevices. They can spread it on the bread and then put it on there. Where the other cheese just kind of sits there at the bottom sometimes if they don't do it right or mix it in properly.
True.
So
I will argue. Yeah, I went to Steve's, dude. I had Crack got me. He was like, "Yo, what do you want? I'm gonna pick you up or I'll be down with you in 1 second." We had to go to this meeting yesterday, and he was like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I usually do Whiz with, man." And he was like, "Yo, I usually do American. You want to try it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll try it, dude. I don't care." And I was surprised, man. American with was actually not that bad.
Yeah, American's not that bad. Cooper Sharp, I could do, but I need to. I'm a Whiz. I
like Whiz too, man.
Have you ever had white American on it?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
That's what I had that yesterday, man. It was banging.
There's certain cheeses that don't melt as well as that. There's a cheese called Gruyere, which is really expensive. You've seen some of these, like, bro. And you kind of like, it's the type of cheese that's in like a wax wheel. Like you cut it off and they melt it, but it melts perfectly. They put that on a cheesesteak. First of all, the cheesesteak probably be like $2 more. That's how expensive the cheese is, but it will eat nice because it's like gooey, and it's not like you don't gotta like peel it apart like mozzarella. But
is it sharp or is it more like a mild cheese?
I think it's more of a mild cheese, but it melts like crazy. Ex-girlfriend told me that because I don't know if it's a German thing, but
listen, man, I'm all about the cheese tasting during the pod. I mean, just let me know, dude. Everybody else does the wing challenge, shit like that. We could just bust open a tray of cheese, man.
The wing challenge, man. I would love to do like the spicy wing challenge and see people like. I mean, it's already been done, but
I can run that with you. I can run that with you.
How many clips have they gotten from the spicy wing challenge with that one guy? I don't even know his name, but the one clip with Idris Elba is just like, he's been the inspiration for so many memes. Like,
there was a lot of them. There's the other one with like the "Look at Us Now" or whatever. Like, we're like, who's the dude's name? Paul Rudd or whatever. Not Paul Rudd. The other dude that looks like Paul Rudd, but he's not Paul Rudd because Paul Rudd's a noodle. The other dude.
I don't
know. Another actor that's kind of like looks like Paul Rudd, but he's not Paul Rudd. Somebody in the chat knows what I'm talking about, but the meme's like, look at us now, like, and like they're eating their wings and shit.
I'm not gonna lie, if no one ever wanted to do a spicy wing challenge, I'd be okay with that. I'm not that dude to try hot stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I have friends that will.
Yeah, we need the chat to get in here and tell them that's what they want, man.
Yeah,
bring the people what they want. We need to see Godfrey sweating over there.
I will have a gallon of milk sitting next to me. Like,
I used to be all about the hot. But dude, I just can't do it no more with my stomach. I think I overdid it for a while. I mean, it was extremely hot stuff.
Like, I'm not trying to blow no O-rings, man.
So listen, man, interesting fact, right? You could do that to yourself for 30 days and your actual intestinal lining will rebuild itself so that you can take hotter heats.
Hold on, wait a second.
Yes.
This time out here.
I'll bring it up right now.
We're talking about eating something.
I'm telling
you.
Your
intestines need to rebuild your lining. Yeah. I mean, is that an alarm bell to like not do it? Perhaps. I mean, you're telling me that, hey, don't worry, friend, your intestinal lining will get burnt, but it will rebuild. I'm like, the inside of my stomach could be a burn victim. Like, dude,
I just would always have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night after having some real hot stuff.
Yeah, dude, you can't. Yeah, Godfrey needs to sweat. That's yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You can when I wake up, rebuild your intestinal lining over 30 days. Focus on whatever it is that you're eating, and your body will.
Eddie's in here having an East Coast fever dream right now. He's like icy tea, cheesesteaks, and Turkey Hill ice cream.
Oh man,
he could get that Turkey Hill out there by him. I wonder, Eddie, can you get Turkey Hill out by you and I?
Yeah, you can get the Turkey Hill. You can do because I don't believe they sell their stuff. They sell their stuff warm, I think. The biggest problem is you don't want to get that stuff that's refrigerated and just keep it warm for a week.
What do you mean? Like,
you're not supposed to do that. There's something about the process.
Oh, really?
Keep the ice cream
you can't get it out there either. No,
like the iced tea.
I was like, what?
Well, I mean, if you, I mean, nothing's worse than a hot iced tea, but yeah, he's no Turkey Hill out there. Yep. I mean, they got it at the Phillies games. You can get it straight Turkey Hill out there.
Yeah, man.
So
Tokyo ice cream's banging.
Yeah, that's all a bunch of sissy rookies. Everyone's just burn their mouth, Let's just eat like, atomic fire. Like,
I mean, listen,
if you
it's
got to
not a
sign a
bad
waiver,
play. I mean, Thor versus Funkin Homies versus Phoenix EOD.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's gonna be like a ball and chain with me with the hotness. You're gonna have to carry this squad on that one.
Come on,
Yeah.
Godfrey.
I mean, wing challenge. Oh, so how would you win the wing challenge? Is it like you eat the hottest one with the most Scovilles?
Jamie holds some heat. He did pretty good when I watched. Aaron did some. I mean,
you would have to time how long it was until you took a drink.
Sit and cook.
What's the point of that? Why don't you just punch each other in the face? Let's do slap fights. Like,
I just feel like I would be more of like a discrepancy guy. You'd have to we would have to have the methods down. I would like require a brushing of the wing, so that like it gets coated. Because I've seen some of the shows that guys do. There's a dip here. There's a baby dip there. Like I don't like all that. Like it's got to be
a
more
baby dip, huh?
Yeah, people try to pull baby dips. Like, oh man, like nah, dip that thing in there.
Yeah.
You just have like a shot glass. You'd have a shot glass of it full, and then you'd have to put it on the whole thing.
Just yeah.
Some of you hot sauce guys are wild. Like with the stuff that you buy, and then we'll put in there. Like I don't get it. Like some of you got like the hot. Can you even taste any flavor? Like, is there any flavor involved? It's just straight pain. You're drinking pain.
Nah, so a lot of the really, really hot sauces, when you do them, they're actually incredibly flavorful. But it's when you stop eating them that you.
Eddie, I'm with you. I'm retired too. I'll be the cheerleader. Like, yeah, go. Me and Eddie versus
hot sauce. You'll taste a lot of pepper. Like it'll be natural pepper. It tastes good.
Yeah, like regular hot sauce, dude, is a staple for me for everything.
Yeah. What's the point of climbing Everest, fighting bulls, talking to Gen Z because we're men? Listen,
Aaron's on some shit.
Yeah. I don't know, Aaron. I mean, Everest. I think if you climb Mount Everest, you're an idiot. Anybody who does it, because for everybody who climbed Mount Everest, I see all these frozen people that died up there. With their Sherpa and all that. Like, I don't know.
Yo, Eddie goes from being I'm retired.
Now you're in
1 minute ago to versus the Funkin Homies.
No, I don't believe he's not in. He's just saying that because he knows I'm trying to get out of it. That's why he's saying it.
Jamie said Godfrey's ducking. I mean, I think that's what it sounded like that to me, man.
I'm gonna call Eddie's bluff here.
Listen, you don't have to eat them. You don't have to eat them. You gotta get like some type of varsity JV cheerleader outfit minus the skirt and have pom poms and cheer me on. You don't have to eat them.
No, I'd rather eat them. I'd rather eat them.
Sitting right next to me eating.
Eddie's trying to backdoor come in, I'm gonna call his bluff and say I'm in if Eddie's in. How about that? He's trying to he knows I don't want to. So yeah. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to do this at SEMA and then, just be paying the price. Oh, now I'm acting sus. You were saying you were retired like 5 minutes ago. Now he's in. All right, fine.
Jamie said pull up. Let's go.
Set the date. Oh, my God. I don't even know. What are we going to do? Like, we're just going to get the hottest wings possible and see who can eat the most?
Nah, listen, we're going to do it. We're going to do a challenge. I feel like we get 3 bottles or 4 bottles of the same stuff, small little micros or whatever. You get a little sampler set. And I'm not saying do the regular ones you get. Like, let's do some.
Yeah, we can't do a Snickers eating contest because I haven't been able to recover the footage, but Eddie's the king of that already. No one's gonna have a Snickers.
Godfrey been on the hunt for that footage.
Yeah, no one's gonna ever have a majestic Snickers bite as Eddie has ever had. You just can't live up to it. Did you see it, Willen?
No, I've never seen it.
You never saw it? It was. It's legendary.
It's legendary. I hear that about it.
I caught it, but yeah, and it has to be Vienna sausage. No, Vienna sausage. Listen, stop taking. You're not even eating that. That's your partner in crime eating that.
He said your Snickers down is showing.
It probably is, but listen, all I know is that Vienna sausage stuff. Yeah. Ugh. You're not even eating that either, Eddie. Stop. That's not even. I don't even want to hear that Vienna sausage mess. I can eat it. It's not horrible. It's just what the shocking thing is when he drank the can of Vienna hot dog
He
juice.
cracked it open like Steve Austin did.
Yeah,
and just he slammed it.
He'll bring the 0 bar rib for your pleasure.
It was like normal to him, no thoughts. It was just, I'm done with the sausages. Let's finish it off.
Boom.
Suck the veins right out of the Snickers. Yep, we've hit that witching hour. We've hit the witching hour. That's for sure. If you see the last 5 comments,
that's bad.
Yeah.
All right. So hold on. We got one more question. Loyalty or respect, bro?
Loyalty.
Okay.
All right, I like it
for sure.
I'm a loyal.
Yeah, a loyal customer is priceless. Loyal friends are priceless.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. You can have disagreements about things. You might not respect the choice somebody else made, but you can still be loyal to them.
Like going to Angelo's without you, Like
perfect example. Shout out to Kev. I'm still not sorry, bro. I'm gonna go again without you if you keep acting like a bitch.
Yeah, because there's some people that I just don't even care if they respect me,
Right.
See ya.
Let's set a date, man.
Think about it, Godfrey. Everybody in the chats, make sure you antagonize Godfrey as much as possible. Make sure you give him little pokes and prods all week, telling him to man up.
So are we gonna do it in person though? So like, should this happen at SEMA in person, or is this like we're gonna?
That's probably gonna be a bad play for everybody if we do that, because everyone's gonna have to run to the bathroom. We're gonna be all messed up in the guts.
Oh, you guys need safe spaces now. You can't do it out in public.
I mean, I didn't realize we were publicly like allowing each other to get cooked the following day. Like, where's Godfrey at SEMA? Oh, he's in the bathroom all day. Like, nah.
Yeah. Godfrey
Why don't you find a place out there?
Godfrey Woods all talk.
Find a place in Vegas where they do that kind of stuff.
Time out, Rick. My bad, Corey. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Rick's over here talking a lot. He's getting a little funky at the end of the podcast.
Jesus.
That pizza place Fremont, you get more than burnt.
I was saying, if you go out to SEMA, just find a place out there. I'm sure they got some kind of place that's like Hot Wing Challenge. Yeah, and then they can just set it up for you. You just take the cameras and set up and make it it a video. And
I just feel like if we don't do it in person, wherever it's at, there's going to be some gamification that might be going on. When we don't have like full supervision of the live event. That's all I'm saying. Wilden's talking about the people doing the baby dips over here. I could totally see that happening.
Baby dips
it's got to be in person. It's got to be in person.
If not, I'm saying everyone gets a brush. You dip your brush in. You brush the wing. You pick up your thing, showing that there ain't no sauce left on the brush. You know what I mean? Dip it in some water like Bob Ross used to do. And start painting some magic.
I'm active suspect. Yo. Listen, who's gonna choose the sauce? So
we'll pick sauce. I'm gonna choose it. That's cool. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll let the people pick, man.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, I want someone rational to choose it. I don't want. Listen, the Stickers Army can't be capped, so they're gonna try to find like a pepper with like 9,000 Scovilles or something like that.
Yeah, they want to see everybody get cooked.
Yeah, they're like, forget a Reaper. What's better than a Reaper? You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah, some new hybrid shit, like 5 different peppers crossed.
Are you eating a wing just with the sauce on it? There's no dip of blue cheese or ranch or any of this. Straight sauce on the wing. Is that what it is?
I mean, that's the way I would prefer to do it. Yeah,
it has to be.
Vein sauce is something different.
I just got to make sure my wings are well done, man. If my wings are not well done, I'm telling you, y'all are gonna see me gag. I cannot eat chicken that's chewy like that off of a wing, man. I got to be able to like, bite it and just that's it. It all comes right off. Like, I need that.
Have you ever had a hot sauce so hot that it gave you a headache?
No, because I'm not suicidal. Like, that's crazy.
Make your ears hurt. Like, your ears get so hot.
You got eardrums popping? That's how hot it is? That's what we're talking about over here?
I mean, listen,
like your actual ear, like, flesh
gets hot
like
at the top. Yeah.
And then you get a headache. Dude, that's the Mad Dog I'm talking about.
That's crazy.
Yeah, let's do that to Godfrey. One drop. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's crazy. One drop. Yeah, I mean, listen.
It
could happen.
Mad that my buddy gave me that. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. They're over there like,
that's that type of hot sauce. If you like chicken in there and you put it on.
Yep. If you like hot sauce, man, or hot pepper flakes, that company, damn, what the hell is it called, bro? Iron something. It's all over Instagram and shit. I buy them. What the hell is it called? Damn, Flatiron. Flat
I've had
iron,
one so hot.
flat
I had
iron,
nosebleed.
hot pepper flakes. I sent a bottle over to Jamie. They got this one. It's called I Can't Feel My Face. And literally, dude, like you shake these things on a piece of pizza, like one tap, dude, and you see like 5, 6 sprinkles go across that thing. You eat a slice of pizza and you're like nose, eyes, you're like, God damn, that stuff's strong, man. But I mean, it's like flavorful, you know what I mean? It's not like it's overcooked or nothing, but like if you shook too much on there and had that piece of pizza, you'd hate your life like a half hour. Yeah, Jamie said it, man. They're telling you, they're wild. It's like a baby tap on like a slice of pizza, and you're feeling that shit. But that's the stuff I like, man.
Maybe
Dude, Godfrey's getting hot just thinking about it. Look at him.
Yeah,
he is sweating.
My butthole's itching already. You know what I mean?
Funny, yo. Let's do this.
Yeah, if we'll be wearing a skirt. I don't think so, but I mean, if so here's the thing. Maybe the Creator Summit, if that ever happens, is that happening? I don't know if that's happening. It could be there, but I feel like this has to be done in person. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my only stipulation.
He's trolling this shit. That's got to be towards Aaron.
In person for sure. It'd be more fun that way.
It has to be in person. It has to be. I don't trust. There's gonna be gamification. People are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm eating," and then they do a little twist of the wing real quick, and they get the milder side. Like I don't know,
Dude, once
man.
It starts getting hot, people are gonna be like freaking out, and like in person, that's gonna be funny. You're gonna be all laugh at them, and like it's gonna be way better.
Yeah, and I just say you got to clear the bone, man. Like if you get the bone, you're good. Like if it's wings, whatever, flats, whatever, but you got to show bone on it.
I'm a flat guy over a wing guy.
Me too. As I got older, I like flats better.
It's what happened to me too. I went to flats as I got older. I don't know why.
I'm a one-handed flat eater too.
Yeah,
there's not many people that do it that way, but I eat flats with one hand.
Listen, if your chicken wing is this big,
but you got to break it.
That's not natural.
Take the one hand, put it down, slurp that one, slurp the other one.
If your chicken wing almost looks like a drumstick, that's not natural. That's called they steroided that bad boy up.
That's why I started that's why I didn't like the drums as much anymore, man. Like I felt like they like started getting really big and fat and weird. And I'm like, man, this thing don't even look like a damn wing no more.
You ever want to get freaked out? Look at what a turkey used to look like in like the early 1900s to compare it to size wise now. It is diametrically different in size. You're like, what?
Yeah.
It's because they're pumping them full of steroids and stuff.
And that was going to lead me down a big rabbit hole of food and things that we shouldn't be talking about. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes, so we probably should wrap this thing up. Corey, it's been a pleasure, man. We appreciate your support, obviously, through Bio Bombs. Definitely for coming on the pod, dude. Thank you for playing them in the shop. We appreciate you. And obviously look forward to having you back on the pod, man.
Thank you for having me. It's been this was fun. This was cool. Chill, laid back.
Absolutely, man. Godfrey, you got any parting words for the people?
You said you're a bone shower, and those chickens that missed leg day, apparently. Parting words is every day's a gift. Live life to the fullest. Don't torture yourself with hot sauce unless you're a psycho. But hey, I guess we're gonna end up doing that anyway. So Scovilles be picked, and Snickers Army don't do me dirty. That's all I gotta say. So
it's gonna be an interesting one. Everybody, take it easy, man. Stay fresh. We'll catch you next week. Peace.